are a nonprofit organization that provides safe and constructive out-of-school time programming as an alternative to gangs, drugs, and violence in the Newburg community. We basically offer a safe place for children to learn and grow through academic, spiritual, and economic programming. We operate similar to an after-school program, so we provide them with a daily hot meal from Dare to Care. We also make sure they're getting their homework done, so we have tutoring services, as well as a full operating computer lab so they can access the technology that JCPS uses. We also have some enrichment programming that includes karate lessons. We have a choir. We used to do 4-H, so we have just a variety of things. We also have guest speakers come in to talk about career paths that they can follow once they move on from high school. And then we also have economic programming through junior achievement. The majority of the families we serve live in the Newburg community. We partner with 18 different JCPS schools to serve those elementary and middle school youth. A lot of the families we serve also come from minority households and low-income households. 80% of our students are on free and reduced lunch. So we're trying to close that achievement gap by offering them services and enrichment opportunities that their families might not be able to afford. So our greatest need would be funding for our summer programming. This is when we have the most students, again, between 80 and 100 Monday through Thursday. But during summer programming, we have a full staff. We need someone for each grade level. We also have enrichment opportunities. We go on a weekly field trip. So all of those things need funding. And because of COVID, we now need that personal protective equipment, which we've got additional costs associated with that. We want to be sure that we're following the CDC guidelines and keeping our students and staff safe. So we've seen that we are completing God's work, following His path, going under His guidance when we hear back from students and our families. COVID has been a hard time for everyone, especially the families that we serve. And I just thank God for Miss Cynthia, our director, who's been able to provide so many resources and close that gap for the families who need them the most. For example, we just had a mom praising her, thanking her for all of the hard work she's done during this time because they needed clothing and food resources. And she was able to connect them to that, so their need was met. We also get students who write letters, come back and volunteer and let us know that if it wasn't for us believing in them, being that support, they wouldn't be on their grade level, and they still might be acting out at home and at school. So it's just a blessing to see how we have a positive impact on the lives that come through our doors. It's just so beautiful. Kids who have they just cuss out everyone, and it's someone builds that connection with them in the programming and they do a complete 180. You'd never know they were the same student, and just praying with them, spending that one-on-one time with them makes such a big difference.